Welcome to today's episode on how well do you know your grammar. I actually made this video yesterday, but I'm uploading it today being Wednesday. So let's go. Today we'll be looking at tautology. In Nigeria and many parts of the world, tautologies are often used unconsciously as part of everyday speech. Some have become so culturally accepted that they sound normal even though they are redundant. What then is a tautology? In English, tautology refers to the irrelevant repetition of an idea or meaning using different ways. It occurs sometimes when the same thing is said more than once in a slightly different way, making the expression redundant. A tautology does not necessarily make a statement wrong grammatically, but it simply has no new meaning and is often considered a communication flaw, especially in formal writing or speech. Why do people use tautology? 1. To lay emphasis. 2. When there is lack of vocabulary. 3. Poor editing in written communication. And then 4. As a result of cultural values which have made some tautologies idiomatic or widely accepted. Let's now take a look at some common tautologies used in Nigeria and around the world. The first one is new innovation. Innovations are definitely new, so it is wrong for you to say new innovation. Instead, you should say new or innovation, but don't combine the two. The second one is join together. Join together is a repetition which is not necessary. When something is joined, it means you're applying two different things. All right. So it's either you say join or you say together. The next one is pin number. A lot of people often use this expression. All right, pin number. Now, the term pin, PIN, is actually an abbreviation which stands for personal identification number. So you can see that adding number to this abbreviation is actually not necessary. So what you should say is pin. All right, there is no need for you to include number to it. The next one is true fact. A fact is something that is true, so you're not supposed to add true to it already. It's either you say true or you say the fact. Is someone following? The next one is free gift. All gifts are free by nature, so it's either you say free or you say a gift. Do you understand? Another one is repeat again. Repeat again. To repeat something, it means you're doing something again. Do you understand? So either you say repeat it or maybe say it again. Number 7 is added bonus. If something is a bonus, it means it's something added, it's an extra. So you're not to use both of them together. Number 8 is honest truth. If something is honest, it means it's the truth. And if something is true, it means it is honest. Number 9, two twins. I hear people say this and I begin to wonder why adding these two together. Okay, if you're referring to twins, it means you're referring to two people. So there is no need adding two to twins. Is someone following? Number 10, over-exaggerate. Over-exaggerate. If someone makes an exaggeration, it means someone is over-emphasizing on something. So why adding over to exaggerate is not relevant, like it's not important. Okay? And then number 11, ATM machine. Why adding machine to ATM? People who do this, most of the time, they don't even know the full meaning of this abbreviation. Now let's look at the full meaning of this abbreviation. ATM simply stands for automated teller machine. So you can see that adding machine to this abbreviation is not relevant. The next one is each and every. A whole lot of people are fond of using this expression. Even graduates of English language, even lecturers, teachers of the English language, they make this, mistake. Each and every is actually an unnecessary repetition. It's either you say each one of you or you say every one of you, but putting the two side by side is actually not important. Okay, it's just an unnecessary repetition. The next one is sit down. When you tell someone to sit, you're actually telling the person to go down, right? The person goes down when you say sit. So adding down to sit is not important. You should rather say sit, have a seat, not sit down. The next one, stand up. When someone stands, the person is up. The person is not bent. Do you understand? So you should say stand, not stand up. Adding up to stand makes it unnecessary. Number 15, fall down. A whole lot of people make this grammatical blunder. Fall down is an unnecessary repetition. Either you say she fell, not she fell down. Do you understand? The next one, new beginning. New beginning. If something is new, it simply means it's the beginning of something else. If something is a beginning, it means it is actually new. So there is no need adding these two together. And then number 17, enter inside. When you enter into a place, you're actually inside a place. Am I right? So what you should say is enter, not enter inside. Enter is okay. Number 18, lift it up. Lift it up is actually an unnecessary repetition. What you should say is lift it. Lift it. So you adding up, it makes it become a tautology. Do you understand? It makes it a tautology because you are repeating the same thing. When you lift something, it means you're taking it up. You're taking it to a different level. The next one, clap your two hands. What you're supposed to say is clap your hands or clap. Simply say clap. Alright? But you adding clap your two hands makes it a tautology because it is actually irrelevant. And then the last but not the least, revert back. When you revert, it means you're making a U-turn. You're moving back, you're turning back. So there is no need to add back to it. Do you understand? I hope you got value. I hope you learned something new today. If you want to improve your communication skills, if you want to do better, if you want to speak with confidence, especially in the public, then give me a follow so that I can share more tips with you. And also tell others about this platform. I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.